Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Champion. I have made it out of the tutorial and now I'm in the main world, though Archet does not appear to be in very good shape at the moment. Now that I have finished the tutorial, I can now take care of all the things I've received. Since then, I've got my milestone now. I like to put my milestone right here where it's easy to remember. Then I could put my house port there. Good. I've rearranged my bar so that I've got the builders here, the ones that expend here, and placing AoEs up here. I'm sure that'll last just a couple of levels. Now what I need to do is to do my specialization. I popped at 6 while I was in the introduction, but I decided to skip doing my specialization until I got here. And we have 3 choices here. The Martial Champion, our tanking line I believe, the Berserker. That's Terry Adwin's favorite one, to do a great amount of damage usually to a single target. Yeah, it deals single target critical base melee damage. And then of course the AoE type damage here, and that's what we'll take for our main spec. So in this case I'll just say area attacks. Okay, I don't have enough to say area attack, so I'll just say area done. And that will be my tree here. There we go. I could technically also create a second tree after that, but I'll wait till I actually have points in the light, which will commit this fully. So that's what I'll be doing for most of the time, but I will be using red line for those situations where AoEs could be deadly. For example, if I think okay, I was about to give a skirmish example, but I won't be doing skirmishes on this character, so that's sort of moot. And I also have an email. John Brackenbrook. Oh yes, our gift of goodies. The horse quest. That's an interesting thought if I should do that. It's not technically part of the epic. Oh, Bingo Boffin. I think Bingo Boffin won't be suitable for this character since I did all of Bingo Boffin already in a series. So I'm going to skip Bingo Boffin also for the series. Alright. And make sure I skip the ones that have to do with the epic storyline. But I will be taking the non-epic ones. Let's see, I think this is
Stay a moment.
Yeah, that's the prologue. Now, I also have all these things in my inventory because now I have the Journeyman Rider trait, which is something I get for all of my characters. So grab Apprentice Riding, Journeyman Riding, Smell the Roses, and get all those fun goodies you get in here. The Wrapped Horse Whistle, don't need that. And all these things that I'll probably never use. Yeah. But now I can click on these horses. And get them out of my inventory. Because that's what my inventory feels like. Horse, 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 horse. Of course, a horse. And now I gotta choose which one I'm going to ride throughout my adventuring. Actually, I want mounts. Because here are my choices of mounts. Probably something to do with a whitish horse. What does this horse look like? You know, I think I'll use that one for now. So that will be my main horse for the moment. I'm also going to put this goat here in the rare cases I need one, but Most likely, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I will need one, of course, in Moria. Right. So I will clean out my inventory a little bit more. Then I'm going to run a few quests and see if there's anything that would be of interest. Ah, I forgot about this little message of thanks that I had in my inventory, which I'm supposed to send to Thistlewool.
How can I be of service?
That gives me a few tokens that I could barter for. I think, yeah, he has the barter
What's your
items
need?
here. Yeah, but it's like, okay, why do I bother? Novice marks. Right now I have the experience stone on me. Usually I don't worry about this novice mark. It's something like maximum level 15 plus 5 out of speed. It adds a little extra speed, but it hurts a little bit on the experience because I've got the experience thing in there. So I'm just going to take these. These really aren't worth all that much. The other thing I've got in here are these marks. The Ithildine coins to receive my reward, and John Breckenbrook is the one to go to for these.
What do you need?
And they give you some interesting things in here. Now, this first item is for a little extra vitality and combat speed. As I said, it's at the expense of the experience stone. We have a couple of housing decorations and a couple of potions here that I never remember to use. Now, I usually don't take the horn of the Dwarven Elf because I figured, why do I need a +1 hope horn when I've got this stone right here from the Glass of Agral? But someone noted that, of course, has the same cooldown as the glass. That it has a nice, cool animation on it, which I never thought about. And what I usually do here, though, is take the
How can I be of service?
2 housing items. I know that means I've got pesky dormouses and... I wonder if it would be dormouse or dormouses or dormice. Like, maybe dormite. Well... the fun with the English language. Alright, and of course a songbird. So I do take one of each of those.
How can I be of service?
So therefore you've got these things all over the place in some of my houses. Alright, that is that. Now, let me see if I could find some real enemies to kill. This is the first area where we can run into quite a number of mobs, so let's try here. I have gained a couple of levels since last time, so I have a few more skills. So I have things divided now. The single target, and above them the multi-target. And on the left side I have the ones that build fervor. In the middle, which right now there's only one of those, neutral, that doesn't do anything, and on the right side those that cost it. Let's see if I can find any multiple targets there to try something out with. But this is the first tricky area. Well, actually, these are level 6 fighters, so if everything here is level... Oh no, here's level 7. Ah, I get to do an AoE! Yeah. Okay, I was able to do one AoE. So far, so good. Ooh. Let's go and let's try to build this up. And let's whack! Yeah. That's champion written all over it. Whack. It's building it up properly that I'm certainly going to have to learn how to do. Completed Spider Slayer already? Wow. So I think they have reduced the number you need for most of those deeds. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. But how many does it need now? Yeah, 30. I think it used to be 60, so that makes it a little bit easier. Let's see, that's the exit that goes to the farm. I think this is the way I want to go as soon as I get through all of these spiders. But yeah, I no longer have... Whoa, okay, yeah. Whack. Alright, I think I got them. Good. And I'll soon have all of my missing journal pages. Right. Oh, yeah. And a couple extra spiders, too. Well, I thought it might be a little bit... Well, I did have a couple of times where I had 3 spiders, which... I suppose is a relatively safe test of getting my AoE skills up, but... Actually, I am on level 7. So oh, no, the spider's level 7. I'm level 8. Oh, boy. Read the right tip. Alright, there we go. 5 of 5. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn in this quest. Then I'm going to come back and see how things go against the boss. I am back inside and just leveled before getting in here, so let's see what my choices are. Either might or extra blade skill damage. Now blade skills, this is like swift strike, whatever their definition of blade skill is. Rend, wild attack. Now is that a blade skill or is it something that has the word blade, like blade wall? Okay, I'll presume that's a blade skill. Blade storm. Yeah, I'll assume they mean that anything with the word blade in it. Alright then. And the other one is add a little might. Let's add a little bit to our blade skills for now. And we can see what we got. But meanwhile, let us head in. Now I'm level 9, which is the level of this quest, which I think level 9 is the level of the boss. It should be relatively easy to get to it, considering that I'm a level higher since the last time I was in here, and I don't think I had too much trouble. See, these things are starting to turn cyan on me. There we go. And further in. Yeah, if the great things are going on. Yeah, that spider is... First spider is down before the second one reaches me. They're a little bit too slow in their ambushes, I think. I'm an ambusher, but I'll come down very, very, very slowly. So you have plenty of time to prepare to fight me. There we go. And all the way down to our... Where's there? Oh. That's a tricky thing. Sometimes seeing where there are 2 spiders at a time. I'll bring this up. Whack! There you go. Now what's the cooldown on that thing? 1 minute! Alright. Well, maybe it wasn't the best time to spend that skill. Considering that I'm getting pretty close to the boss. That's right. Let's go to the boss with my best skill down. Right. Well, at least my best building skill down. Alright, now we got everything down here. And further in, 20 seconds. Alright. Yeah, okay, there's the boss. Actually, this quest is a bit easier than it was the when they first started the game. There we go. Right. Yeah, level 9 signature. I shouldn't have too much trouble with that. Especially with this up. Oh, actually, I'm already... No, it looks like that. It might have been just from clicking it that went up. Hopefully I didn't have it all the way up when I clicked it. But I could do something silly like that on occasion, right? Oh yeah, look at this. It's not even close. Champion! Right. Well, I guess it's time to turn that in. Well, let's see what Atlee has for me on this.
What do you need?
What I need is... +2 vitality on the helmet. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. And there's one big spider that is now no longer in the world to worry about. Alright, good. And that is it for today's episode. I will see if I could come across anything interesting for next episode. Ooh. We have an opportunity to go against the brigands that are all up in the Chetwood. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is to raid the Blackbold headquarters and deal with them. And that's what we'll do in our next episode of Piney Plays The Champion.